sometimes you just remember some good shit. Welcome to the Bottom of the Bottom podcast.
This is the Saturday night edition, Saturday night situations edition of the Bottom of the Bottle show. I am your host, Jay Walker III, along with my co-host, Carolina Dare 803. What's good, player?
And another Saturday night.
Indeed, man. Right now, currently watching the Gamecocks potentially throw away a game today against Texas A&M. Hopefully, they're going to hold this thing out.
Hopefully. But they know that they about to fall flat on their face, too.
Ain't no telling, man. We see how it go, man. We might as well get to it, man. Look, a returning guest, a returning favorite, businesswoman, social media influencer, and all of that. She has her own podcast. Miss Tiki Blue, what's happening with you?
Hey guys, how are y'all?
Doing all right. How about you?
I'm good. I can't complain.
Living singles. I can't think of the jingle.
The jingle?
But living singles.
That's not a jingle, though. That's the theme song.
It was just one single, not singles. It's like going to Kroger, not the Krogers or Belks.
Everybody add the S.
Or the Food Lions. It's just one. It is singular. It's not plural. It's just living single.
Okay, well, that's you.
I am living single. That is correct.
No, that's not what I was referring to. But okay.
I am living single.
How you been since the last time we spoke to you?
Good. I cannot complain. I am getting over, the vids tried to get me last week, but I was like, nope, not falling for that. But otherwise, I'm all good.
Yeah, it seemed like it ignited everything else. I hear people talking about they got strep throat. I hear people got the flu. It's like COVID went away, but it charged up everything else.
Yeah. But now COVID is gone, and like the flu is back, pneumonia is back, the plague is back, rubella is back, polio is back. It's like, damn, everything from the early 1900s is back.
I was about to say rubella is back, huh?
Rubella is back.
That sounds like something Gargamel talked about on the Smurfs. I don't remember that. Rubella.
Yeah,
Rubella is all chicken pox back. It's all back.
The temperature dropped like crazy up here. It dropped real for like one day it was like 80 degrees. The next day it was like 50 degrees.
Yes, fall did show up this week. It did. I had frost on my house and my yard a few days this week. It did show up. We went back to regular end of summer, early fall. Today we're back in the mid 70s. But yeah, it did show up this week.
Yeah, had to find that school coat for the little one.
Did have to find a school coat. We did.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
But that's what the fact. I don't know for the people that's not from this region of the world, man. Is that a thing for y'all? Like for us, it can be perfect weather, and then the fair come in town and fuck everything up. Like it's all due to the fair.
That is correct. Man, why is the fair asking for $17 for a turkey leg? And not even like a steroid injected turkey leg, like a thin bitch turkey leg. Like, what is going on there?
I saw a dude post. He posted he was $217 in within his first 30 minutes there.
How many turkey legs did he get? He could have bought a whole turkey.
He just said how much the fair was called. He's like, man, I'm $217 in.
But you know what? He might be right because it's what $100 to get in. It's $48. It's $48 to park. And then the $17.
You got the tags.
You got your rent. He might be $217 in by the time he get there. Yeah, that is.
Yeah, he can have that though.
He can have that. That is
But,
correct.
yeah, to be outside on a rickety ass ride there, it would be our state fair that showed the first ride go down bad this year. Like this shit just turned off in the middle of it.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah, the ride stopped in the middle of the ride. Like people was in the air.
You know what? That's happened to me before. I was a little kid, and shout out to anybody who's listening in Alabama. I went to the Peanut Festival. I was a little kid, and the ride shut down on the Ferris wheel, and I was already afraid of heights, and we were stuck in the air for like an hour. So yeah. I know that's a horrifying feeling. I hate that. I feel sorry for those people.
That wouldn't have been shit for my fear. Yeah, that would have been it for me.
Yeah. I'm not big on, I'll fly, but I don't really like to trust a whole lot of man-made things getting me off the ground. I don't trust these people.
I feel you, but a plane is man-made, just for the record.
Oh, dang.
Well, you've been here before, man. You know what time it is. It's the first call. So, first call. What's your favorite? We was talking a little bit backstage, but what's your favorite guilty pleasure snack, or one of them?
The cookie dough out of cookie dough ice cream.
The cookie dough that's different than the regular cookie dough that's in cookie dough.
Yeah, I just like that cookie dough out of the cookie dough ice cream. I don't want the chocolate chunk, and I'll take the ice cream if I have to. But the cookie dough in the cookie dough ice cream, it hit different. And it hit different than the cookie dough that they sell you as cookie dough that you can eat.
That is mad specific.
That's greedy.
I've been a big girl all my life. I've had a long time to figure out what I like and don't like. I ain't just got here. I've been here.
What's the last R&B song that made you feel some kind of way? Or you still feel some kind of way when you hear it?
That Janae Aiko, the Pussy Fairy.
Well, all right there.
I ain't heard that one.
So I ain't grown enough, I don't think.
I think it's called P Fairies in parentheses on the way.
Yeah. That make you feel some kind of way. Okay. I can manage that.
I like to play it when I'm on my way.
The song or the
glad.
thing? The song or
the thing? I'm glad you finished their statement.
That's true. I'm out of here.
However you took it is how I meant it. I'm 3 glasses in, so however it came out is how it came out.
I know that's right. There are no regrets.
Real grown.
Favorite activity to do before your children? Something that you, if you could do now, you would do still, that you stopped doing since your kids.
I had a funny one.
Going to the store at random hours.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
I could just get up before and be like, oh, I need something. It's 11 o'clock at night and run to the Walmart. No, now I got to wait till they go to school on Monday after I drop them off and between my meetings, and I got to plan it strategically because I got to pick it up before I pick them up, but after I drop them off, no, I can't do that now. So yeah, going to the store just at random.
Okay.
Wait.
That's before the kid.
Yeah, we'll stick with that.
You was about to be managed. I can feel it.
I was.
I feel it in my bones.
That's why I was about to go back to the thing, and I was.
I was, but I'm gonna stop right there.
Okay. Let me think. We'll do one gotta go. Let's do Keith Sweat, Avant, Joe, and R. Kelly.
Avant.
Okay. I say the same thing. And then my final question. Let's do some superhero shit. Like if you had all the ability in the world, would you rob a bank type shit? Would you let's do that one.
If I could have any superpower, is that what you're asking me?
Yeah, let's do that.
Hell, I would keep a relationship going.
Damn.
I don't think that's a superpower, cuz.
I think it is. You call it what you want to, but I think it is a superpower.
You just crisscrossing. You crisscrossing paths. But that's my 5, cuz.
Oh my bad. Somebody sent me a message. So we'll go cognac or tequila?
Tequila.
That's bad. That was actually a no-win situation. I was
Brown.
hoping you could see me.
Brown put me down.
All right. Favorite food at the fair?
The turkey leg.
We watched the game. They were talking about the donut hamburger. Everybody keeps saying that shit good, but that shit don't sound like it go together.
I think it's savory and sweet. I can see it, but I'm at the age where I gotta start watching my cholesterol. I can't do it.
I've been fat
They
all
got
my
the
life.
$17 turkey leg on the screen now. It don't look like it's on a diet. It look like it's a pretty good
I'll
size.
take that turkey leg, but that donut hamburger,
All right. Since they about to start soon, what is your favorite Bad Boy song? And what is your favorite So Def song? They about to do the verses. That's why I asked.
Oh wait, are they gonna verse this?
Yeah, they're gonna do a verses.
Oh God. My favorite Bad Boy song? I guess Biggie, One More Chance.
Okay. Favorite song?
That's good.
All right, and my favorite So Def?
Yeah.
I like them all. The only thing I can think of off the top of my head is probably Jagged Edge, Let's Get Married, the remix.
Okay.
All right.
You could have said the Ghost Town DJs though.
Yeah,
That's my
Town
default
DJ.
answer for So Def.
Yeah.
I did not realize that was even a So Def, to be honest.
Yes, it is. It is. Favorite R. Kelly song?
Oh.
Shit.
Oh. The default 12 play.
Okay.
I was gonna say the greatest. But go ahead. This is not mine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick with 12 play.
All right. And my last
But you know
one.
what? I lie. Half on the baby.
Oh, she ready tonight. She ready. All right. My last one. Since we talked about it, when's your favorite time to go grocery shopping?
My favorite time to go grocery shopping?
Yeah.
You mean outside of when somebody with a food stamp card say, "Come on, Cam, let's go"?
Yeah.
Wait, am I paying for this
You
grocery?
paying for, yeah. You go grocery shopping. I got a story behind it. That's why I asked it.
My favorite time to go, probably right after work.
So my homeboy's mom used to go at 2:00 in the morning when Walmart was 24/7. Because she said it was, of course the lines, there wasn't too many people there, but she found it because there's less people in the store generally. So she used to go at 2:00 in the morning.
Okay.
Obviously, she buying for the week.
I hate sharing this story, but I will. Okay, so once upon a time, I used to, one of my day jobs was working LTD, short-term and long-term disability claims. And I worked for a company who managed a Walmart contract. and I always ended up with people from Walmart who worked in either the produce or meat department, and they always had hepatitis. So in my mind, I hate going grocery shopping at Walmart if it's anything outside of like a box or canned something.
That's fair.
I'll eat it if I don't know it came from there. If you like, oh, I went to Walmart and got this, I ain't gonna eat it.
Yeah, I feel you on that. But you're right. I heard too many, and I worked at Walmart at an undisclosed time for an undisclosed duration.
Yeah.
But it's just, I can see why it's slack. If I'm going produce, fresh meat, I'm going to Publix or Kroger.
Yeah.
You feel me?
And
like you said, the box shit, I'll get at Walmart.
Yeah. But anything else, I'm like I said, if I don't know it, I'm okay. But as soon as I know it came from, I can't do it.
I go to Food Line because Food Line done took over. Because man, spaghetti sauce at Food Line is 2 for $5 or 2 for $6. That same spaghetti sauce at Publix is $3.13, $3.19.
That is correct.
You better check again after the inflation. It might be the same now.
No, it ain't. It ain't. That's what I'm saying. I know it ain't.
Yeah, I do like Food Lion. It was one when I lived on the other side of town that they had built, and I would go there all the time, but it did not last long. It didn't last long at all. So Publix is my default. Depending on what it is, I'll go to Kroger, but I've had several poor produce incidences at Kroger myself. So I'm kind of leery on getting produce from even Kroger sometimes because I could get strawberries or something and then get home and be like, wait, you start digging into like the middle of them and they're all, already molded and you're like, crap,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Food Line is dark. Like aesthetically, that's my beef with Food Line. If you compare walking into a Food Line to walking into a Publix or a Kroger, next time you do it, look how dark it is when you look into that store versus when you look into a Publix.
It is, but it's also smaller and more convenient for me. I just feel like I can get in there and get out. I don't have to run all over the world to get what I need out of there. I like when I come visit my mom and being able to go to Food Lion. It's just, I don't like huge grocery stores. I just want to go in there and get what I need to come right back out. I don't want to go all over the world. I hate super centers.
Well, they do it.
Publix, but that's my only beef with them. Sometimes they're too big.
Well, that's the thing. Like them, when I used to work for Target, the science was the bigger the aisles, the more comfort people would have. So that's why if you go through the aisles at Target, compared to Walmart, the aisles are bigger. The grocery store, if you go through the aisles at Publix, compared to Food Line, the aisles are bigger. Now,
well, you
Food
also
Line
have
has more stuff.
When you're comparing Target to Walmart, they're also targeting a different demographic.
Oh yeah. I ain't get to that part, but yeah, they said that too. Yeah. You part of that.
I am part of that.
You said you part of that.
I did a whole research project on Target versus Walmart when I was in undergrad. So yeah.
Yeah. A lot of people don't know that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you part of that demographic. I mean, there's a lot of people part of that demographic don't even know that, but they're just saying, "Oh, I'm not going to Target. I'll go to Walmart." But you are part of that demographic that they're focused on.
Yes, but I am not a Walmart shopper.
Yeah, I ain't either.
They know who the people are that are spending real money. But on some critical shit, on some new shit. That's some old shit. That's some throwback shit.
It's very
new shit.
It's very easy to go to Target. We went to Target last weekend and spent $165 on nothing.
Everybody that goes to Target says, I went in there for one thing. Everybody.
We went for one thing and came out $165 later, and I don't even know what we bought. It was just like, all right, here you go. Please, can we leave now? We got almost $200 worth of stuff. Can we leave now, please?
Shit.
Right.
My little one just lost her tooth. She thinks she about to go to Target with $16 and get something.
She will not. How's she gonna pay the taxes?
Oh, she done counted them $16 out to me several times.
No.
She might be able to get a t-shirt. T-shirt.
Wait.
Time.
How old is she? I can tell you what she gonna get.
7.
Wait, she can still get the leggings and a t-shirt. She might get that. Well, she only got 16. She cutting it close to that $8 this week. Ooh, a piece.
You're gonna have to put up $4 or $5 for it.
Yeah, and a toy is gonna be the minimum of $29.99 plus tax.
I just gotta get another tooth. She looking at me now because I said, gotta get another
I'm
tooth.
with her. What else jiggling in there?
I've been perusing TikTok, and some of the trends is cool, and some of the trends is trash, and you know what I'm saying. The one that's going around now is Taylor Port. Cuz, how long have y'all known about Taylor Port individually?
That shit's horrible.
Wait, are you saying Taylor Port?
Taylor Port, it's a wine.
I'm not familiar with it.
You never heard of it?
No.
Okay, so I would say I've known about Taylor Port now at least 10 years. What would you say, Caroline?
Yeah, it's been over 10 years. Well over 10 years. It's on the bottom shelf.
Taylor Port is like $13 for a gallon.
For a gallon. You've seen it. It got the same jar. Like it's a big jar. You see it. You probably didn't know what the name was.
No, that's gonna have your head messed up the next day. No,
It doesn't taste bad.
No,
but it is 18%.
No, I'm 5'10". I need it to be at my level in order
to go to the store.
No, down all the way. You said on the bottom shelf. No, I can't take them chances. It's gonna be a rough morning afterwards. No. I'm too old to be drinking that kind of wine.
I'm just saying, like, I was bugging that it was a brand new thing to them. Like, they hadn't, like, I already been on the Taylor Port train. If you offer me Taylor Port, I'm not even gonna say I'm not gonna drink it, but I know better than to go in on it.
But wait, are you watching TikToks from people who also want us to wear bootleg and flare cut jeans as if it's new? Because they are seriously bringing back fashion as if this is new stuff to us.
Well, history repeats itself.
Yeah, there's nothing under the sun. But you can't tell young people that. They think that they invented all this shit.
Because I'm like, dude, I just went in my closet and got the old clogs and my old bootcut jeans that I've been logging around for 20 years and was like, oh, we back fresh. I'm ready. I didn't even have to go buy anything for this.
Yeah, but they had to get these, bruh. If you over 200 plus, you're not supposed to be in skinny jeans, and they ran out.
You a lie. I keep a pair of skinny jeans.
No. I said if you a dude.
Oh yeah, that is correct. I do not like I don't like any grown man. I don't care what size you are. I don't like no grown man that's, even if you over 30. I'm gonna give you, if you 39 plus, I don't like a grown man in skinny jeans. I don't like that. I feel like your song needs.
You 23 plus.
Okay, I'll give you that. But I know some of them at 35 still putting them on, and I don't like a grown man in skinny jeans. I don't like.
That's all they sell. Because I went to the store. I went to JCPenney, and I went to Burlington last week, and that's all they sell. Either the shorts, the thigh meat shorts, the hoochie daddy shorts, or they sell the skinny jeans. But those things, they not made for everybody. Well, everybody's shape is different.
They are.
But they just get too tight.
I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. I have enjoyed cat calling dudes this summer over hoochie daddy shorts. I have enjoyed myself. I'm going in the store and I'll be like, okay, hoochie daddy, come on with that thigh meat. I have enjoyed myself this summer cat calling y'all.
I do not like looking at another nigga's thigh meat. I like looking at his thigh meat.
He was probably like, stop it, fish.
Yeah.
I am here for the thigh meat.
He was like, don't do that, fish.
Yeah.
You ain't the one I wore these for.
Right? But still, I've enjoyed the summer 2022.
It's just weird, man. We in a weird space. I don't really want to get into politics, cuz. Well, Herschel Walker is a special kind of slow. I know you in Georgia. How are the average Georgians that you're around take Herschel Walker?
We think he's an idiot. However, I just got off the phone with someone who was trying to put his bid in. we've never talked politics, and he hit me with the, hey, I'm going to vote Republican, this primary, this midterm. That's fine, do what you do. He was like, I'm on the fence about voting for Herschel Walker. And I was like, please explain to me why you're on the fence. Like, I'm not sure I understand what the issue is, what about Herschel Walker is saying to you is saying, hey, I think this dude has the credentials or qualifications to run my life. Like, what about it? And, he could not articulate, what it was other than, well, the path that we own. I said, so you're one of these people who is diehard. I don't care who it is, as long as it's a Republican, we just gonna vote. I said, and that's fine, because I'm gonna vote for Stacey no matter what. I don't care what ticket she on. I know how hard it is to be a black woman come trying to get a seat at the table. So I'm gonna vote for Stacey no matter what. Who gives a damn? But if you feel like that's your reason for voting for Herschel, then go for it. Just know that we will not have a second date this week because you are.
So you gonna judge a man on his voting preference?
I was already on the fence about him, but the fact that he feels like Herschel Walker is qualified to do anything other than lie, I can't do it.
Yeah, he hadn't made a complete statement since he started running, cuz.
He hadn't made a true statement since he started running. I don't even think he can articulate his own original thought. If he could articulate one original thought for me, then I would be like, okay, I can see why. But he has not articulated one original thought since he's been out here. I can't do it. I cannot do it.
So and I guess this is going, like, as a campaign manager, how do you sell that?
They don't care. It doesn't matter.
I'm just saying, but even the campaign manager knows that he's incompetent.
But they don't. Again, they don't care that they don't care about his incompetence. They just have to sell that he's on the Republican ticket. They're just fear mongering. That's it. They just gotta sell fear mongering. That is totally it.
Or they think they're gonna do it just because he's black. That's the only sole thing that
you can't. A little bit. It's a little bit of that.
Yeah. Raphael. So no matter what, it's gonna be a black man from Georgia, no matter what. So you can't use the race card, which I'm glad they haven't tried that, because no matter what, it's a black man from Georgia going to the Senate.
But one of them they can control and one of them they can't.
Right. So if you tell me that, hey, I feel like Herschel is qualified to be in the Senate for whatever reason, finish that reason. I need you to articulate it to me. I need you to break it down for me as if I'm stupid.
Well, he can't articulate it. The people going to vote for him can't articulate it.
Right. So therefore, I already know that your rationale is flawed. And sir, we cannot have a second date. This is not going to go anywhere.
Do you find that the world is looking at Herschel Walker? Does that make Georgia look bad?
Yes. I am contemplating leaving.
Somebody said Herschel Walker played football when the helmets were soft. So
were helmets optional? Because I'm thinking he played when they were optional.
No. He probably when they was leather before they had face masks in the hard plastic.
Old leather heads. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. Right. Now it makes sense. Got it.
He got CTE.
He might got ABC. Like he don't know them motherfuckers.
And you know it's bad when other black Republicans start trying to distance themselves and turn on. When Michael Steele was like, I don't know about this, and I don't do a whole lot of politics just because it's this way or that way. But when Michael Steele was just like, I don't know about this, that's when I was like, okay, I'm with that. Okay, here we go. Yeah,
I just wanted to check in because I saw the last debate and it was horrible, man. I generally try to stay away from politics on this. But we can flip this around. We can turn this around now. Since that was a deal breaker for you, what other first date deal breakers are there when you're meeting somebody, when you're getting to know somebody?
He got skinny jeans on.
If his teeth are bad.
Okay.
If I get there and I'm like, man, your teeth are really bad. I feel like at this age, we've come up in an age where dental hygiene has been stressed a lot. There are so many tools available. I feel like, if we're going out and I realize that your dental hygiene is bad, that's a deal breaker for me because I don't want to put my mouth on you. If your mouth is bad, you may have other disease parts. I don't want no parts of that.
It's the other disease parts.
Yeah.
So what if it's just a cosmetic thing? Maybe his teeth ain't straight, but you don't smell his breath. He's not killing you with halitosis.
Now I've dated that. I have dated a brother that just needed to, he needed some cosmetic work. He cleaned what he had, and I'm okay with that. But if you have a diseased mouth, that's a deal breaker for me. I can't do it. If you can't hold just a regular conversation with me, I can't do it.
You're not about to find a man because your first two is hell. It's rough out here. For them first two you just listed about just hygiene and holding the conversation, that shit.
What's sad is it goes both ways.
That is sad.
I mean, it does go both ways, but yeah.
It's sad that you just said that my first issue with hygiene was knocking me out the park. That is sad when hygiene is the issue. When hygiene is that's what we are. So is it really that my standard is too high, or have we just, really basic personal hygiene? If I don't draw the line there, where do I draw the line?
I'm just saying, like I be seeing these dudes in the street, and I can literally see a dude, even back in the day, play basketball, go straight to the club. I'm just gonna put on a fresh shirt.
Okay. Again,
but you hollering at a chick, or you wake up, you smoke 3 blunts, 2 shots of hen, you haven't drunk water in 2 weeks, and you swear every girl wants you.
And he's gonna roll up on a bad bitch at the club that's got a fat ass, but again, she ain't washed in 3 days.
That's what I was gonna say. It go both ways.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like this day and age, you would be shocked at like the hygiene, the lack of hygiene, the lack of going to the hospital to see if it's your hygiene, if it's your pH balance, and all that. Like me and my mom had a conversation just yesterday about insurance. Like, go to the hospital. Like, your hygiene could be something medical.
That is correct. It could be an underlying issue.
Yeah, but people don't want to do that because they're scared of whatever results, because they might have another body part that, what do you call it?
It's disease.
That's disease. You got one body part of disease. You got one good write-off and a disease.
That one part got rubella.
And that's the least of your problem. Rubella is the least of your problem.
But what I'm saying is, like, you got standards for something that's other than looks. But there's other people that would date a cute guy, but he has bad hygiene. But because he looks good, they'll date him.
You can fix hygiene, though. You can make a motherfucker wash their hair.
But how? Yeah, come on now. You gonna make a motherfucker wash their ass? You'd rather not deal with that mother.
I can't. I am 40
You shouldn't have to.
years old. I don't have time to be telling
you shouldn't have to. But you can make a motherfucker wash their ass.
No, you cannot. You cannot. At this point in time, if he is not washing his ass, he's not going to wash his ass. If she's not washing her ass at 40, she's not going to wash
Nobody is making them. Nobody is holding them accountable for their funkiness. They going home by themselves.
If you're not gonna get your funky ass in my bed, I'm not gonna put my mouth on your funky ass. No, I can't do it. I don't have the time. I don't have the space. I don't have the energy for that. Nope. Nope.
My thing is, I agree wholeheartedly with hygiene and the way you carry yourself. You know what I'm saying? Right. The city girls winning thing is kind of a hard thing to deal with, right? It's not your independence. It's how you what you think your independence is that's offsetting to me. I don't care if you're the vice president, the president, the CEO, the CFO, or none of that. It has no cause in the way you talk to me or the way you try to treat me. You know what I'm saying? Based on my level and your level. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, hygiene that's a dead issue. I just don't think that we are communicating nearly the way we should be communicating. You know what I'm saying? As
Right.
far as men and women, I don't know how to fix that. Is the problem?
I guess it depends on the person that you're dealing with. But to let me back up just for a second.
Mhm.
I've literally had men tell me that because I've already reached a point in life, I am quote unquote over my prime, and that my chances of finding what exactly I'm looking for are slim to none, and I almost need to just settle for whatever comes along.
No, I wouldn't say
And not necessarily just based on age, but he was like, look, you've already been married and divorced twice, which means you've thrown two back out. Some people ain't got one, but you've thrown two back out. Whatever the reason may be, that's it. I do have children. I have my own home. I have a great career that I really love. I'm fortunate that it pays my bills. I'm able to keep two kids in private school. I'm able to have the lifestyle for the most part that I want. So yeah, I'm not out here looking for a dude that's scraping the bottom of the barrel. No, I'm not still out here. I don't want a dude that's still trying to make it in the rap game at 40 years old. Just let that go at this point. Let's just focus on these 401k plans and these retirement plans.
He might be close though.
I want to take trips and stuff.
So
He might be close though. He one single away, cuz.
He probably is one single away. However, I gotta pay these property taxes. So
Okay.
if it come down to your studio time, my property taxes, I'm just saying. And so even though you may feel like, hey, it doesn't matter what you have, it's a lot of guys out there that are threatened and are insecure and do have some type of feeling about it. And it's really sad.
But I think that's also like, if you done been in that situation, they haven't been in that situation, so they might not be able to understand your points of views on certain things. Like your points of views on marriage that you done married twice is different than their points of view if they haven't been married but they want to marry you. Like the same shit that you thought was important back then ain't important no more with the marriage, because your views on marriage have changed.
That's correct. That is correct. I'm not looking for the fairy tale. I know that it may not necessarily be a happily ever after at this point. At this point, I'm looking for, okay, what can we do together? If we combine, can we be a black superpower?
So it's a business decision now.
Right. It's strategic. To be honest, it really is strategic, because I'm thinking about, okay, what do I have? What am I bringing to the table? Because I'm bringing stuff to the table. But also, what are you bringing to the table? And if you're not bringing similar or things that are complementary to what I'm bringing to the table, just like I need to be bringing things that are complementary to what you're bringing to the table, we can't do this. I can't take them chances. I can't lose my livelihood fooling with you.
Well, let me ask you this: when you talk about bringing things to the table, because everybody's definition of bring things to the table is different. So what if I could bring something to the table, but what I bring doesn't match yours, but it can improve you?
So then again, not necessarily matching, but is it complementary?
I'm gonna say, what's the example?
All right, let's say you got a guy that,
like, if I'm keeping the bills paid, can you get us to vacation status? And I ain't talking about just going to Destin for the weekend. Like, can we take a real vacation? If we combine superpowers, can we take a real vacation?
Or what? All right, there's one. All right, so let's say the guy he's a mechanic. He fixes everything in the house. Don't do nothing in the house, but fixes the car and everything else.
Sign me up.
He's got a skill. He's got a trade that
already collapsed, and I'm waiting for the handyman to come now. But if he could already fix it, and I ain't gotta wait for somebody to come, sign me up.
I mean that works. I mean you got people out here that help restore houses, but they don't have a 401k plan because they do the stuff they sell. But that's
It's
not
all cash
beneficial.
business.
Yeah, but that's not beneficial to some people because he doesn't have a 401k. He doesn't have a backup. He just always has work because he can redo floors or he can swap a motor out in the car, but he doesn't have a future.
We can work it out. We can work it out.
That's what I'm saying.
We can work it out. Sign me up.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm saying.
If you run up on that dude, tell him to call me.
Yeah, I mean, you got women out there that got that same power, but a dude might be a banker, but he's not looking at this lady because she
She's
works.
a stripper.
Well, even if she's a stripper, but let's just say she works two minimum wage jobs, but it's two of them. But she doesn't really have a future. She's like a cashier at Food Line and.
Okay. I had this conversation earlier this week. So is it just her or she got kids?
Shit, I don't know. You fucked me up. I was just throwing it out there. You want me
I'm
to
just saying, I literally had.
Let's say she got one. Let's just say she got one.
Okay, if she got one and she working two jobs, okay, then a dude that's a banker is probably gonna take her. The reason I say this is because I talked to a dude earlier this week that was like, I'm making up. I think he made like 125, which is a damn good salary, right? But if he hook up with a woman that's working at Walmart and she got 4 kids, his 125 is no longer impressive. That's
Right.
still, where he could have elevated somebody who is working, who is making more money. They could be in that, over 250 thresh. Now 125 trying to support 6 people, you back to poverty.
Damn near. Damn near.
So should more people start looking at it as a business, like of a certain age, instead of looking at what they can get?
I think people look at it like that now. A lot of times. I don't think people marry for love nearly as much as they used to. You know what I'm saying?
They probably you can marry for love when you're 20, 25, even 30. But when you
Right.
get up into, you can even marry for love again when you 65 plus, because you already set, you stable, you already know what it's gonna be. But I'm in those years where it's not necessarily just about love. It's like, okay, if we combine superpowers, where we gonna go with this? Can we go someplace with this? And if we not, then this may not be something that we can pursue. And it's not to say that he may not be a good dude. It's just like I said, I can't take them chances. I can't take the chance on losing my house. I can't take the chance on losing what I got saved up. I can't take the chance on my livelihood going south because you don't know how to manage your money, or you ain't figured out what you want to do with your life. I can't support a grown man at this point.
So what if he always works, but he doesn't know how to budget?
I can work with that. If he's making the money but don't know what to do with his money, I can work with that. But if you're not making the money, you got a bunch of kids yourself and you're not making the money, I can't work with that.
So I mean, so for you, how many is too many kids for a man?
I'm gonna be honest. I was dating a dude who had 7.
Damn, and you still dating him?
You so forgiving.
Yeah, God.
They were all gone. So I never
You
had.
got your stuff snipped and burnt because his shit worked.
I was very careful with it. Very careful with it. Could take no chances with that. But when I really started thinking about, okay, when I get past the this is fun part, when I start doing the math on this ain't gonna work. Because you can't, I can't take the chance on you start to fail on your responsibilities, and I got to pick up the slack. I can't do it because then I got to take out my baby's mouth to give to your babies. I can't do that.
7. Shit.
That's a lot. Let me ask you this: you ain't got to give us a definite, but like, what's the age around he was?
37.
God, 37.
He had 3 by the same woman.
Okay, I give him that then.
The first 3 by the same woman. They were in a long-term
Still 4
relationship.
more.
And then he had a side chick that got pregnant, and then then they broke up, and then he had like another girl he hooked up with, and she ended up having 2. So I feel like it was a lot of irresponsibility going on, but I was like, I'm just having fun. I don't know, right where this can really go.
Yeah. Do you think people forget to have fun in relationships?
Yes. Yes,
I
people
think
forget.
it's both ways. I think some
Yeah,
people forget to have fun, and some people think that it's only gonna be fun.
it's only gonna be fun. Yep, I'm with you. I'm with you on jaywalking.
So what was it that when you gave up, when you said you thought it was just gonna be fun? When did it get serious after the fun, and when did you say, nah, this ain't gonna work?
The first time he had no gas money.
It wasn't gas money. It was like, hey, can you cover my cell phone bill? No, I don't pay bills, boo. I don't pay bills. Or you know what? It could have been, I'm about to go to jail because I'm behind on my child support.
Mm.
I don't pay child supports.
Right.
So when did it stop being fun? Like when did it click where it wasn't fun no more though?
Right then.
Right then, yeah,
But that's when you ended it too, though, right?
yeah, yeah,
That's what I'm saying. Like it happened at the same time. Then.
yeah. It was simultaneous.
Damn.
I think it's we just in a weird time, man. Like as far as making relationships work or not work, you got this transgender shit going on where these dudes that are not quite women are beating dudes by tricking them. You got to be careful, man. You got to take more time to court people and get to know people before you decide you in a relationship. A lot of times people say that they dating, but you dating one person over and over. That's basically a relationship. You know what I'm saying? I would rather you date multiple people, not necessarily sleeping with or being intimate with all of them, but you date multiple people to find out, to better your chances on finding somebody you can gel with. Because for dudes right now, it is a crazy mixed up world we live in.
But that's it. People don't court anymore. Nobody takes the time anymore. Everybody's worried about getting to the end result, and I've been guilty of that myself. But like we don't court anymore. We don't date anymore. Like men aren't men anymore. Women aren't women anymore. And I mean that in the sense of what we typically think of the masculine energy, you know, when it comes with feminine energy, and how men have, you know, their traditional roles, women have traditional roles. And I know that it's all different now. It's 2022. I totally get that part. But, you know, at the end of the day, I'm still a woman and I want to be courted, and I want to be taken care of by a man that wants to take care of a woman. I want to take care of my man, you know, the way that I'm designed to take care of him. People don't do that anymore.
No.
It's a competition, especially with social media. You got women and men on social media showing what they've done with their woman or man, and then you're looking at your situation like, damn, he or she ain't doing that.
We ain't doing that.
But,
we ain't doing
but
that.
once again, there's other shit that they're not posting of how they got there. Like they might have been arguing before they took that picture.
Man, look,
He might have asked for the child support check before they took that picture.
That is true.
You can see the whole cycle, some people's whole relationship cycle, just off of Facebook. You could tell when they met a new one. You could tell it was fun, and you could tell when it ended on certain people, cause right off of Facebook.
No, Pastor, I am not a dominant woman.
You 5'10", you a dominant woman.
I am not.
You 5'10".
You know what? You know what? In my mind, I'm not a dominant woman. I'm just used to have to take. I'm used to have to taking care of things, so I do what I have to do. But in the right situation, with the right person, the right energy, like, no, if you like, hey, I got this, you know, if he's like, hey, I got this, I'm gonna take care of this, and I can back up, okay, that's what I'm gonna do. But
I ain't gonna lie, I get it from my pops, man. I'd be like, man, fuck the grass. Like, I paid somebody to cut my grass, and I got a lawnmower. I just hate grass.
I paid somebody to cut my grass, so we ain't playing.
But that's different. But that go back to the masculine thing. Like, men are supposed to be outside cutting grass. I ain't gonna cut no fucking grass. I'll cut it, but I hate cutting grass. Like I just cut that bitch. But weed, eating, all that. I just cause my dad like that. My dad said, man, if I can, I concrete this whole motherfucker if I can.
Your grass look all kinds of ways.
Yeah. I got dog pee, everything.
It ain't lined up, it ain't edged, it's just cut.
But that's just me. I don't like it, but I wash clothes. Like, the dishes, the vacuum, stuff like that I do. So like I'm saying, like it might not match somebody else. And the masculine thing is different for everybody. Right. You got some people, I know a dude, he stayed out in the yard all day, but he wouldn't even clean up the piss in the house from the dog.
Nope.
Won't wash the dishes. So it's like, what is masculine? Is it the same thing that we used to think about it, or has it evolved? And now we got to accept it because people aren't accepting it. Huh? Your shit breaking up. Yo,
you gotta go charge your earbuds, dude.
Hey, go charge your earbuds. Okay. Your shit breaking up. Hey, that means about to cut his phone off.
He can't get nothing but incoming calls. He can't make no outgoing calls.
Free nights and weekends. Them young people don't know about the free nights and weekends after 9 o'clock. But hey, the conversation before they used to be like, hey, what we doing? We're gonna get up. All right. I can't burn too many minutes. And then after 9 o'clock, you sit on the phone breathing at each other.
I miss them days. I miss caking on the phone with somebody all night.
So we had LGL. Remember LGL?
I do not.
LGL, the lady had her own podcast.
Got it. Yes, I know you're talking about. She
was talking about nostalgia the other day. What's something nostalgic that you miss?
I just be on the phone all night with somebody.
That's it. I mean that. What? It's cheap. It's free.
I mean, I just miss being able to just hang out with somebody, not caring about the time or responsibilities, but just having this one time. I miss, you know what? I miss going to Sesame Park with my boyfriend back in the day till like 45 minutes before my curfew and having to hightail it back across town before the curfew. Like, I miss that.
Yeah, I did the other day, me and the fam, I was like, it was the middle of the day, everybody was in their groove, and I was just like, hey, let's go. Everybody get dressed. Where we going? I don't know.
Yeah.
We getting out this house. I drove, and when I say I just drove, no destination, no thought in my mind. I just kept making a turn. I just kept making turns, kept jumping on the road, off the road, just because of nostalgia. When you was young, gas was like 98 cents. You put $5 in your car, just ride all day, ride through the city, listen to whatever music comes in your mind. And I did that, and that shit was so therapeutic, but it really didn't mean nothing. But it meant something to me just to ride.
Where'd y'all end up?
Oh man! Now, when I tell you this, I should have just shot to Atlanta. But I rode from Northeast, Forest Drive, by Benedict, past Allen, through 5 Points, through USC, went across the bridge in the West Columbia, hit the Zestos in West Columbia, jumped on the interstate, hit the flea market, hit 20 on the Augusta side, came up through Lexington. Huh?
No, I'm just like.
Oh, came up through Lexington, came back through Lexington, went across the dam, hit the back road, came back up, went past Dutch Ford, came back up, hollered at our people, and then jumped on the interstate. No, I didn't jump on the interstate when I left. I hollered at our people for a while, and I rode down Bravo Road. All the way back to Northeast.
Oh, yeah. Y'all was in the car for a minute.
But that was the nostalgia thing. You remember back, like I said, when you was kids, you put $5 in gas tank, and you could just ride, and it didn't matter. Like, the weather was perfect.
Now every time I jump in the car, I'm looking at my gauges to see what's my average miles per gallon. And I'll be like, oh man, it dropped a tenth of I got to get back on the highway to get my numbers back up. This gas is first.
Hey, but why you bullshitting though? I'm on the northeast side, but gas on the Irmo side cheaper.
Oh.
So it kind of benefit the ground.
See, like me personally, I'll ride to Costco or the Sam's to get my gas.
Oh yeah, that too.
The line too long, then I'm gonna go to QT. But you will not catch me stopping at no neighborhood gas station for no gas. No, it's too high there.
Hey, but check this out. So last week we I went out last week with my partners. We went bowling, and then we hit up the Legacy, the Jamaican club, Jamaican restaurant / club. Restaurant during the day, club at night.
Okay.
So we get there about 10 o'clock. And we walk in, it's a crowd of people, not too crazy, because Legacy is big on the inside. I'm not thinking nothing of it. So everybody go to the bar, order their drink. I'm still not thinking nothing of it. We post up, and I look by the corner bar, there's a group of people there. And it still don't register to me till my homeboy say something. They brought the wedding party to the club. I mean, the suit, the wedding dress, everything. It was just the wedding party.
Wait, I have so many questions.
It was just the wedding. She had her dress still on. Like, it was just the bridesmaid and the groomsmen and the bride and groom.
It's 10 o'clock at night.
Yes.
And the bride and the groom still got their clothes on at the club?
There's dirt. I'm talking about Flow Sticky.
They ain't gonna make it.
My homeboy said I give him 3 months.
They ain't gonna make it. They priorities already wrong.
Hey, my man Antonio said I give him 3 months. I looked at.
She should have been on her third outfit change, and it should not be anything that the public needs to see at this point.
Hey, DJ Kryptonite, if you still in here, because he was there with us. DJ Kryptonite, if you still in here, hey, validate. She was still in her wedding dress.
No, they're not gonna make it. And my second question is, you weren't already tired? It's 10 o'clock at night. You weren't already tired?
Let me tell you why they left. They left because one of the bridesmaids, I couldn't tell if she was white or mixed. She was just extra light skinned compared to everybody else. She was eyes shut, wobbling drunk. She was drunker than the bride and the groom. The bride and the groom had to escort her out.
Did she start vomiting?
She was borderline. I saw her do the.
No, the dry heat. Let me tell you, this is my personal rule for life, and I've told my children this because we've been to parties and this will come up. Whenever you start to vomit, party's over.
Party.
I tell my children that if we go to a birthday party and you vomit, party's over.
Yes.
That same rule is applicable when you get to college. If you go to a party and you start to vomit, party's over. Hey. Later in life, if you vomit, party's still over.
Party.
This is a rule that can follow you through life. This is how you know your limit. When stuff in your body starts to come out your body, party's over.
Your body's rejecting. I told my homeboy, his daughter, she turned 21 4 or 5 years ago. And I told her the same thing I just told my oldest the other day. My oldest asked it, can we have a drink when I turn 21? I can't stop you from drinking, but what I can say is the first time you get drunk, I want to be there. To tell you what your limit is so you know in the future. I don't want you to find your limit out in the street. Because I'm going to push you to your limit. I'm just going to do that. But I'd rather you find your limit with me. That shit cracking. Yeah.
Still ain't charge your earbuds, dude. Still ain't charge your earbuds.
But I'd rather you find your limit with me than finding your limit with a stranger, or you think that's your homegirl or your homeboy.
And they leave you stranded someplace.
And they leave you stranded. Because I can tell you the room gonna spin, but you don't know till that room starts spinning.
Right.
I can tell you. Yeah, I can tell you that. Oh, what's about to come with that? I can tell you what that's about to happen.
When your
So,
mouth starts salivating real bad,
yeah,
somebody need to tell you that you need to get to a trash can quickly. You are on
quickly.
the verge.
Like if I know when I start spitting a lot, I know I'm to that limit.
Yep.
But I mean, these kids don't know that because they out here in these streets and nobody's giving them what they want to hear. What they want to hear is, you can do that, but let me show you how to do it. My pops he showed me how to do it. I got wasted so bad with my pops and his homeboy. It took me 2 hours to walk 2 houses.
I got so wasted one time. It took me 2 days to drive from Columbia back to Atlanta.
You didn't want to get to Atlanta.
I had to stop in Greenville and spend the night.
Oh, you went that way. You ain't even.
I had to stop in Greenville and spend the night. I couldn't make it. And to this day, I cannot find my shoes. When I came out the IHOP on Gervais, I had shoes on my feet. Or was that, the IHOP.
I don't think it's open no more, but yeah.
When I walked out the IHOP, I had shoes on my feet. But by the time I got home, I couldn't find my shoes.
Yeah, like I hate to see these kids out here trying to experiment something without no guidance. I mean, because you're going to do it without us. So my guidance is, if you do that, and I'm not talking about drugs, I'm talking about drinking. And I know drinking can be abusive, like drugs can be abusive. But I don't want you to do it without me if you know I'm certified. Because I'm certified when it comes to drinking.
Right.
So, but I told my homeboy, I told his daughter at the time, and I told mine the other day, nah, you're going to do that with me so I can tell you when to stop. I can tell you that, all right, you feel that? You feel your eyes getting heavy? You realize you got to keep going to the bathroom? That's a sign you need to stop.
I wish somebody would have told me those signs. It could have saved my second marriage and probably 2 rounds of rehab.
But that gave you 2 rounds too. I'll leave that there.
You know now.
I mean, I just think sometimes we got to, and that go back to the masculine thing. Like, things change over time. We can't be the same stern parents that we grew up with.
True.
So that's something we got to evolve. And my version of evolving in that aspect is, all right, if you want to do that, you got to do it with me first. Because you're not coming here at 2 o'clock in the morning throwing up everywhere thinking I'm about to clean that shit up.
Are you the type of parent that's like, hey, when you turn 18, you're going to go to the strip club first as well? Are you that
I got daughters. Daughters.
Then no.
Nah, because my strip club, I was bad. I was bad. I was in there heavy.
Because nobody told us shit.
Yeah.
You know, our parents was very hands off. They didn't guide us. I never got no birds and the bees talk. I never, you know what I'm saying? You do or you don't. Don't bring no kids around here.
I know your parents, and that is correct.
You know what I'm saying? So how can I not bring kids around here if I don't know how to bring kids around here?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So what's your point of view? Oh, go ahead. My bad. Go ahead.
No, I mean, it's a matter of, it's a healthy balance between the two. With the access that these kids have now, you can't say don't no more. You know what I'm saying? You gotta indulge it to a degree, or else, who knows? They think they drinking gin, they drinking codeine. They think they smoking weed, they smoking fentanyl. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you gotta give into it a little bit if they interested.
They gotta know. Yep.
And then they got to understand you know them. I mean, they got to understand you know what's going on in the world. Right. Like my brother say, I didn't get the bird. Like, I went to college. You know about sex? Yeah, that was it. Like there was no in-depth conversation. But now it's like, you got to talk about the sex. You got to talk about the drugs. You got to talk about the parties. You got to talk about, like we had the show this week about the weed. The weed might be real weed. It might be fake weed. You gotta talk about the dropping the pills in the glass. Like you gotta give these kids as much info to understand, for them to understand that you know what's going on in the world, so they believe you. Because a lot of times we say stuff and they be like, "Well, that was back in the day."
If you one hand your drink in a public place, Pour that bitch out. Don't you drink that motherfucker no more.
Right.
We went out. Kryptonite said the same thing. He ordered a drink. He put on the table. He had to run out for a phone call. He's like, "Hey man, watch my drink." And I said, "Huh?" He said, "Watch my drink." All right, I got you. Man, shit. One night I drank my homeboy cigarette ashes. I was so disgusted. I was so disgusted. I drank his cigarette ashes, man. He was like, I think he got up and left. They came back. We started chopping it up. And I just grabbed the wrong glass and drank his cigarette ash. Well, I was just, I don't even smoke. It was old. Yeah, it was warm cigarette ash. War. I about to throw up. I wasn't drunk, but I about to throw it up. Yeah, man.
You can do more by educating than by telling kids no. You know what I'm saying? And back to the other shit before, I forgot to pay my bill.
Thank you for paying it.
Yeah, I mean they happy too.
I'm sure they are.
But no, we gotta communicate better, man. I think we need to listen to that red flag voice that we have. You know what I'm saying? And stop wasting time with a lot of these relationships. We put a lot more time into a relationship that we know ain't going nowhere.
Right.
Than we do the ones that potentially have promise. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't like it's certain things that I just don't care for. You know what I'm saying? And we all have those things, but we overlook them because it's a new relationship. Well, they could be different, or they might not actually be a neurotic asshole, or they might not actually be a psychopath with multiple personalities. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. And it's okay for you to be like, yeah, they are. Hey, it was cool and everything, but I'm good.
Yeah, you got to think, like, our parents, they done said everything to us that could be disrespectful. So,
you can't hurt my feelings with words.
Yeah, you can't hurt my feelings. So I think that's what kids are today. Like, when the word no is given to them, they take it as a sign of disrespect. But in a sense, that's one of those things where you need that in life. Yeah. You need that. Even the childish man, the guy that don't meet your standards, when you tell him no, he don't understand why you saying no. Because maybe the right person ain't never told him no.
Right.
Or the parent. The parent never told their child no. So the child don't know what to do. Together we break chains production. He taught his kids how to, or she taught her boys how to pay bills. Like that. That's one of those things where can't nobody really tell them they can't have something. Like I was talking to my oldest the other day about credit and stuff. This is the reason why they'll tell you no. From my point of view of what I've learned, we didn't have that conversation growing up.
Facts.
But that's part of that understanding the no. This is the reason why you're not going to get that car. This is the reason why you're not going to get that job, because some jobs look at your credit line. But all that shit is wrapped up together, and it takes you on through life, because if you understand no at 18, you'll understand it at 21, at 25, and at 30 it clicks. Hopefully, at 30 it clicks.
It surprises me how many people say they haven't heard the word no.
Yeah.
It surprises me. Like the first time, like you was one of the first dudes that ever told me no and meant it.
I'm just saying it to say it.
I don't know what to tell you. Like, one is you should have already been told no at a certain point. You know what I'm saying? I didn't say no, we can't breathe. You know what I'm saying? I said no, we can't do this, but we can do this in place of that. You know what I'm saying?
How you feel when a dude tell you no? For a woman's perspective, because like my brother say, there's some out there that don't understand the word no.
Yeah, I am kind of like, why are you telling me no? Why we can't?
You fucking up the reason why I asked you that question. You supposed to be on our side, but go ahead.
No, and the reason I'm saying that is like I need to know why you're telling me no, because in my mind, I'm not asking for anything unreasonable.
In your mind, though. That's your mind.
That's in my mind. I'm not asking. So in order for it to make sense to me, I need to understand why you telling me no.
Because I said no.
Why?
I mean, that shit mapped up. When the question or whatever happened, it mapped up in my mind to say no. So I said no.
So I need to know where I went wrong so that I can.
But sometimes it's not a where you went wrong. It's just at that moment,
Yeah,
it don't work. It don't work for both of us.
And that's fine. So if you say, hey, no, we can't do it right now, I got some other priorities, bam, I can work with that.
Yeah, I generally won't just say no and leave you in the dark. I will give you an alternative.
I need to know why you telling me no. That's what I'm saying. I need to understand where is the no stemming from.
What if they're saying no because they're trying to do something for you? Because if I give you the reason why I tell you no, then whatever I'm trying to get for you, you'll know why I'm trying to get.
You want to go to the latest 5-star restaurant, and I'm over here working to try to make that shit happen.
Yeah.
And you just stepping all on my goddamn toes because you can't fucking wait.
Because you can't wait.
So I'm the type of woman that you are going to need to feed me something, because if that's the situation and I have the means to do it myself, I'm going to do it without you.
But what if it's not about means? What if it's about doing the romantic things that y'all say y'all want?
But if I want to do this and you're telling me no without giving me a valid reason, then I don't know that you have I don't know if you're trying to plan something romantic. You just telling me no. So now in my mind, I'm thinking all this other stuff. So I'm like, why? Is it somebody else? You don't want to be with me? You don't have
you went negative.
But
you know what? That's a real response.
It is.
Why is it that is the response though?
Because I need to understand, why are you telling me no?
But it's a surprise. I can't tell you why.
But I don't know it's a surprise. This is the problem.
You're not supposed to know a surprise. A surprise is not supposed to be known.
This is the core issue right here. We are both speaking words, but neither of us are receiving what the other person is saying.
You're trying not to receive what I'm trying to give you.
We are poor communicators in this situation, and that is the core stimulation right there. It's a problem with communication.
Right.
It boils down to communication.
Right, but you cannot. You need to relax, cuz you cannot immediately go. I say no.
Oh, man.
You can't immediately go to, is somebody else?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
I'm not gonna say, okay, I'm not gonna go straight to is it somebody else, but I'm gonna be like, well, why can't we? Why?
But see, you're gonna keep going until you get there.
That is
no
correct.
matter what the fuck I said, you're gonna keep going till you get there.
But that's the problem that you brought.
Until you give me a satisfying answer. Now, if you find
what's a satisfying answer for you? If I'm trying to make this a surprise,
you're gonna have to figure out something, bro.
No, you gotta chill the fuck out.
No, I can't. Then you're gonna have to be like, you're gonna have to be like, Tiki, I just need you to just trust me on this and just hold on for a minute. There's nothing maleficent going on behind the scenes, but you just need to hold on for a second.
And how long is that gonna hold you off? Till the next day?
Enough to leave? I do not.
But no, this could be her experience. So this is a safe space to have that conversation.
And that's fine. And the reason I can answer that question so quickly, again, I've had these conversations recently with someone. I don't trust a man enough to lead, because I've been in situations to where I've tried to give them the helm and it's backfired. So then, no, I don't trust enough. I'm very weary, and I'm always in survival mode. I always have a plan B, because I don't trust that the man is going to do right, that he has my best interest at heart. I am terrified of that. So I always have a pivot. I always have an escape route.
But can I say this though? I mean, like you saying that, and if a man doesn't feel comfortable, it feels like he has his foot in two different worlds when he really don't, because you made him feel that way.
Quite possibly.
I mean, so is that the man's fault?
No, it's not necessarily his fault. I know that's something I have to work through as well. I know personally, I got trust issues. I already know this.
So how do we have that conversation, right? So if you know you have trust issues, and this dude knows what the fuck he knows. He's not a good guy. He's not a bad guy. He's indifferent. Y'all are dating. He's trying to do something for you. It's backfiring in your eyes, but he hasn't done anything wrong. How do we fix that?
So, me personally, I have the conversation, hey, I have trust issues. It's not necessarily anything that you've done, but my past experiences have led me here. I'm working on this. I'm trying, but you got to meet me halfway.
But that's
Now,
what
how many times do we have to have this conversation? At what point do you begin to be like, okay, this is how this dude is, and he's been pretty sturdy?
When we start having experiences where I see, okay, he is pretty sturdy. Okay, I can kind of relax a little bit. I can operate in my feminine energy. I can chill. That's when I start to back off a little bit.
Okay. I feel you.
Men ain't as complicated as it seems, but women make men feel complicated to make men feel complicated. Like, it's two layers to that. And men are just simple as just saying no.
It's like my favorite reel. My favorite reel is the reel where the dudes be like, "What my woman thinks," and they step out the door, and it's just applause and fanfare. Like they couldn't wait for me to get there. Now it's a party. That don't happen to most dudes.
It's happened
to 99.3% of dudes. That don't happen for them.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody waiting for him to hit the door. The party's not there because he walked out of your presence. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that.
Yeah, I don't put on something and walk out and about to walk out. Has old lady was like, don't put that on because this, and this. And I'm just like, you the only one thinking that way. Like, I just throw this shit on because I'm running to the store or I'm running through drive-thru or I'm going to holler at my homeboy. You the only one thinking this way. But then it's just like, all right. Just like men are just that simple. All right. No. Yes. Like men are just that like women think men are complicated when they're making us complicated.
Maybe you should be more complicated than you.
What?
Why would I play chess with myself?
Right.
You want me to play chess with myself?
I got nothing. I
already know what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, I already know what I'm gonna do. Like a man will get dressed to go out. If he in a good situation at home, he when he leave the house, he want to smell good and look good. But a woman would say, "Why you got to put that on?"
Because they'd rather it get back to them that you smell like
But it would be a situation of, do you get dressed to look good? You put on your smell goods every time you walk out the door, or is this a one-off type situation? Like, oh, I'm going out, so now I'm gonna put on something like. If it's something that you do all the time, it's no big deal. But when we pick up like, oh, that's out of his routine, that's what sets off, our spidey senses.
Well, it all depends on where I'm going. If I put smell good on, seriously, like I can go out, but if I'm going out to the party house, I ain't put smell good on. But if I'm going out to the club, I put smell good on.
But hold on, I guess more importantly, if you booed up, why are you still going to the club?
Because I want to enjoy myself. I want to enjoy life.
You're just going to have drinks.
I'm going to have drinks.
But we're not going together though.
I'm going to shoot pool. Because that's how the night ends in a fight. That's how you end up mad at you because you drunk as hell. Now I got to babysit your monkey ass.
Right. Why we not going together?
Boy, you say you want to. All right. The problem is every man done been through it. Hey, let's go out tonight. All right. Then y'all in the bed. But you want me to sit home.
Wait. If you want to go out after we already got in the bed?
No, you in the bed.
You geared up. You talk that shit all day long. Now it's time to go.
There's so many levels to this. At what point in time did you decide you want to go out? Because now, if I'm already in the bed, I've probably already missed the time to do my hair.
But that be y'all plot. Y'all think that y'all can just send a nigga to bed.
Exactly. Hey, come get in the bed. You tired? No, I ain't tired.
We ain't talked about going out no place. And now
we talked about going out.
If we ain't talked about going someplace, now all of a sudden you want to get up at 9:00 at night. Let's go put some clothes on. I'm finna run let's go to the Wait a minute. You've been tired all day. Now you want to go to the
No,
club?
you've been tired all day, so you assume I'm tired. That's what it is. You've been tired all day, and you assume I'm tired. I told you 3 days ago we're going out. I told you every man's been through it. Every man's been through it.
If you told me 3 days ago that you're going out tonight, then
No,
I
I
already
said
prepared.
we going out. Both ways, but I said we going out, and then you decide you want to lay in the bed because you're tired. But you expect me to sit in the house.
Oh, that's a
I
tricky-
woke up that morning, went to work. I'm going out. Hollered at my homeboys. I'm going out. Looked at my bank account. I'm going out.
not look at my bank account.
Does that make a difference?
To make a difference.
I'm going out. Shit, I'm going out. And you talking about you tired. Every man's been through it, whether it's the wife, the girlfriend, whoever. They done been through it.
I've been through that situation like in my early 20s and stuff. I'm not trying to. I don't know. I'm not having that conversation now.
Yeah, we go out separately, and maybe we meet up at the end.
Yeah,
You know
I
what I'm
know.
saying?
Yeah, I
It's
do
time
that.
to go home.
Yeah. When I
if
look
we
at it,
already planned it, yeah. If we've already planned it, even if I say, okay, I'm tired, but I know it's something you really want to do, you really want to go someplace, even if I'm tired, I will still go.
you ain't gonna go.
Right.
Yeah, I am. Yes, I am.
We be at a disadvantage anyway, cause look, I done figured it out. If I don't take the bra off, I'm not gonna get none. If I let you take the bra off, you going to sleep.
Yep.
That is correct.
Yep. It's between the bra and the let me unbutton
Yes,
my
sir.
pants. Let me unbutton
Got
my
that?
pants.
Hey, look, I got that bra hooked like the Thanos snap.
No, the unbuttoning my pants is not a big deal because we wear a lot of leggings.
No,
I can do that thing like the Thanos snap because I can unbutton 3 bras with one snap. Yeah.
He up there throwing up gang signs on button.
Bra style.
No, it's just we got to have these kinds of conversations to let people know we all got trauma. As dudes, we got trauma from trying to do all the right shit to not get rewarded, like Pavlov's theory. For women, y'all got the trauma of dealing with different men that have kind of led y'all astray.
Yeah.
If I'm a man about my shit, you really can't tell me shit. You know what I'm saying? If I'm not doing anything wrong, you can't tell me shit. And you run the risk of losing me.
And you can't make up saying I'm doing some shit when I ain't did some shit.
And you can't make me say I did some shit when I ain't did shit.
Regardless of how much I say I didn't do it, you believe I did it, and I know I ain't do it. That make dudes be like, man, fuck it. Oh well.
But
not saying that we go out cheat and all that. Just say fuck it. Oh well.
you got to be able to have these conversations. And by you admitting the things that you admitted, you've probably already helped somebody else with the same issue. You know what I'm saying?
Our comment section been crazy since this latter part.
We do, DJ Chuck. We all learn a lot.
That's all we got. Until, like, from adolescence to adulthood to real adulthood, because they say we adults at 18 and 21, but we not. You know what I'm saying? Those dating platforms continue to change until you at least your early 30s. At the 32, 33 year mark, then everything is kind of even then. You kind of know who you are as a person. You know what I'm saying? You know what you will stand for. You know what you won't stand for. I feel like we need to do a lot more talking before we call somebody our one and only, our motherfucking boo thing, whatever the new terminology is. Stink. I hate that shit too. Hey, stink. I hate that shit.
I put the older on.
Right. I don't like pet names personally. Don't call my name.
Prince, they call my name.
Yeah, call my name. But yeah, we gotta keep having the conversation.
She done call somebody stink. Hey, what up, stink?
First, I call my 4-year-old stink. So
yeah, so don't call your dude stink either.
Yeah, I can't call my dude stank as well. And if I'm calling my dude stank, we back to that whole hygiene conversation.
That nigga could have just ate Taco Bell, cause it could have been one night.
Or onions. I eat stuff with onions on it and garlic.
Again, if I'm smelling your body, that's not just.
Why I smell your ass in your mouth?
Right. Right. We back to a lot of diseases in your mouth. Oral hygiene, dental hygiene is pertinent to your entire well-being.
Hey, well, check this out, Tiki. We'll do this on the way out. And we're not talking about you. We're going to have an episode of Love Connection. Ain't going to be you.
What?
You might as well bring Pascal on. He been trying to get at her anyway.
I wasn't going to say nothing. I was going to leave that one be.
Wait, he finna miss his window because cuffing season, the window of opportunity finna close down by the end of the month. I have taken all
Don't
my.
worry about the end of the month. You'll be single by 2 weeks into December.
Don't do me like that. Damn, I can't even get a Christmas gift. Damn.
No, because once they see there's no chance, they're gonna cut you off early. Hey, cat's cheap. People broke these days.
No, you got about I believe the Christmas gift cutoff is November 15th.
Okay, you'll be cut off on the 14th.
Established by November 15th. You were not required.
From the 15th to the 25th, that's 45 days. No, it's 40 days. That's 40 days.
Right. To be considered for a gift.
It can be something small. It doesn't necessarily. Last year I met a dude the first week of December, and he had me loaded up for Christmas. So
for some people, it ain't about the money. For some dudes, it ain't about the money. They'll buy your ass a car, cause you better leave them alone, though.
Yeah.
Ain't anybody on car.
But for me, if you want me to get you something, the cutoff is November 15th, and we need to be like established, not like I'm just getting to know you. No, we need to be good by November 15th because I got to work you into my Christmas budget. So it needs to be established that you still gonna be here in 45 days.
Well, that's just your side nigga money.
Y'all crazy as hell, man.
I don't have a main nigga at this point.
Oh man. Hey, we got to come back. We'll talk offline. After we get off, stay online. We're gonna have a conversation.
It is your last call, Tiki. You done said all kind of crazy stuff today. So
was it crazy?
It was entertaining.
We have all said all kinds of crazy stuff today, but this is your moment to go ahead and talk to the people, be motivational, curse that dude out, whatever you want to do.
Tell that nigga you sorry.
For what? What I'm sorry for?
For all that shit we just tried to explain to you, you was wrong at.
I've been wrong for a lot of stuff. Let me tell you, that's the least of my issues. My offenses are way up there, not over. I done took my bra off. I'm not going to the club with you. Let me tell you that.
See, that's the problem right there, girl.
Because let it be known, once I done took my bra off, I am not going back out of here unless it's an act of God.
That is also 99% of women. Especially the big-breasted ones.
Yes.
The well-endowed.
They've been sitting up all day long. They are tired and they need to be deflated. Shit, they are tired.
Why are breasts talk like they in third person? My kid is tired. They say they tired.
They are, because sometimes they don't necessarily belong to the woman.
That is why we talk about them like that. They are their own being. They have their own stores. They get their own detergent for their clothing. They are their own being. They have their own month of awareness. Have you ever heard of VJJ Awareness Month? Or is there a Vagina Awareness Month? No, there's breast care and breast cancer awareness month. That is why we talk about the breasts like that. They are their own special beings, okay?
Right. And big titties eat whatever they eat. Whatever don't get to the mouth, the titties eat.
They do eat well. They do eat well. They do it. It's a talent, trying to get them to not eat, when you out in public on that first, second, even that third date, for them not being greedy bitches. You got to be like, hold on, I'll feed you when I get to the house, but please don't embarrass me out here in public.
Y'all be saying them shits on the table like dominoes too.
No.
My bad. Go ahead.
I like to pick mine up. I like a very cushioned bra myself. I don't like my titties just, out here sagging and, winging low sweet chariot. I am not about that life. Mine.
I need them to at least be over the second seatbelt. They don't have to be over the cross one, but they need to be over that bottom one.
Oh yeah, mine sit up. Like you go look and mine's a whole art to it. But I've coached many women on please pick your titties up.
Titties up?
Yes, that's really a pet peeve of mine. Pick your titties up, girl. Pick them up.
Yeah, ill-fitting bra is pretty technical. Like I won't talk to a woman. Like you gotta explain this bra if the bra don't fit.
Yes, and there's a lot of us out here with bras that don't fit. If you got 4 titties, your bra too little.
Thank you.
That's the first issue right there. If you got 4 titties, your bra's too little. You need to go get you a bigger cup. A lot of people don't understand that. Yeah, you got to have some support. If they just swinging around, nope. I like my bra. I have fallen out of a bra, and the damn bra was still sitting where it was supposed to be. That's a supportive bra.
So you look like somebody auntie.
Oh hell yeah, my shit sits up. I don't play with that.
No, I'm talking when it fell out.
Oh.
She got them Play-Doh titties. You got to stuff it.
Let me stuff this shit back in here.
Hold on a minute. Let me scoop them up and put them right back where they're supposed to be. Hold on a minute. Done laid down.
She got a Teflon bulletproof vest, bro.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. It ain't. Yeah. I can't be out here just having my breast all over the place. A good bra will make or break an outfit. People don't understand that, but
absolutely.
It will. I mean, and think about it. Do you really want your woman out here with her titties just slinging all over the place? Seriously?
It depends on what we're doing.
Yeah, it depends on what they're doing.
If we out here in these streets, do you want the titties just flop?
No. But
it depends.
What if what if we behind the tent of a vehicle and we have some Taylor port?
No. if you at trying to go to the store, y'all trying to go handle some business, you don't need titty just flopping on the counter trying to pay your water bill. You don't want
absolutely
that.
Not. Absolutely.
Hold on, they're gonna give me a reduction?
No, it's not.
They may not.
It will not. There are situations where they come in handy, but just day to day taking care of it. No, let's pick them up. Let's give them some support. We all need some support in life.
Well, for men, what's a good price on a bra?
It depends on how much titty she got. If she is part of the itty bitty titty committee, you can get away with a $20 bra. Me personally, I'm a good $45 and up girl. That's just me.
Okay, you done made this go too far. You got standards. We know this episode. You got standards.
I do have standards. That is the very minimum. Standards are the very minimum.
Okay, I'm gonna give you this solo shot one more time, cause you tell these people what's going on. Why you here?
I don't even know why I'm here. Nobody else would get on the show. I don't even know why I'm here. Why?
You ain't gotta drag us like that. Ain't no else want to get on.
I'm just kidding. Okay, so I am here because I want to. You know what? Let me give a shout out to the Leoto Foundation, LEOTO. Last week I was sick and I didn't get to host their festival in the park, the concert in the park here at Lithonia Amphitheater last weekend. I was supposed to MC, but I didn't. So, go to leoto.org and you can donate. It's a foundation that supports blind people, their families, and helping them be able to live every day on their own so that they can function on their own, even though they're visually impaired. So that is why I'm here. Also, you can find me on the radio show. You can also go to my website, bellaandkai.com, and buy some of my soaps and hemp rubs, which I'm still, small businesses still trying to push. That is why I'm here.
Absolutely.
You should go out your own bra.
See, it got sensitive when we start talking about the bra.
My own bra?
Yeah, own bra company.
Go ahead, bro. Tell the people what's happening.
Man, them damn Gamecocks don't won. But
the Gamecocks won?
Yeah,
they did.
They just won.
Go Rocky Top. You know that's when my mom spent all her tuition money sending me to school.
She should have said no.
No, you said no to Carolina.
Networking superpower, as I always say. I want to thank Tiki Blue. I've been told several times Tiki Blue got good chemistry with us, so we're gonna see if we can do something more frequent. But please continue to support people, man. Whether it's business or personal, just support people, man. Sometimes saying no is still supporting, but just ignoring is not supporting. Just help people. It's almost that time of the year where everybody needs support and everybody needs help with the holiday season as far as Thanksgiving and Christmas coming up. It's going to be a tough time for a lot of people. Support people, support people. Don't just ignore people. I know you can't help people all the time, everywhere you are, but 1 or 2 people a day ain't going to hurt you. It ain't going to hurt you. And I'm not talking about financial. If you can help the financial, do it. But if it's not financial, but you can help them another way, just do it, man. It'll come back on you tenfold later. And it's good to your soul when you sit back and think about the people that you help. That should feel good. Once again, it's the bottom of the bottom.
That's what I'm talking about, cuz. Yeah, man, it's been a decent show today. Thank you again, Tiki Blue, man. We had a lot of laughs. They weren't at your expense. We were laughing with you, whether you was laughing yet or not. We got to have more conversations, people. That's what it is, man. Love the ones who love you back, but don't be afraid to have that conversation. Again, pick one person in your life that you hadn't spoken to in a long time and reach out to that person. You ain't got to kiss their ass. You ain't got to apologize unless you owe them an apology. And if you do, apologize and move on. You don't have to kiss their ass to apologize. But there's somebody out there that you've been thinking about, you've been wondering about, good, bad, or indifferent. Take the extra time to reach out to them and find out, man. You just never know. Mental health during this time is a big deal. Like I said, we going into the hibernation season where people don't move as much, people don't get checked on as much. Make that extra phone call, send that extra text. Let people know that they're being thought about, man. You never know what you might save them from. But this is the bottom of the bottle. I'm Jay Walker III. That's Carolina Dirt 803. Special shout out to Tiki Blue. Thank you for coming in and kicking with us, man. And for everybody else, man, until the next time, y'all be easy. We gonna be gone in a second. That's what I'm gonna tell you.
She got all her teeth. Anybody